This video will go over some of the many things you will need to think about when looking at different graduate schools, and to help you refine your focus as to which graduate schools you want to apply to. It's important to look at the location, distance education, and part-time options. Many schools have added online classes and programs to their curriculums more than ever before. It's also become a bit easier to go to graduate school on a part-time basis because many schools have realized that their students are usually working full-time with a lot of other responsibilities such as raising a family, etc. It's also important to inquire about programs and curricular offerings. If you're looking at a program description and the class list online and none of the classes strike you as interesting, it might be the best time to look at other programs. Part of going to graduate school will usually involve figuring out how much it will cost to attend and how to pay for it. The good news is that there are resources available to you. I'll be talking more about this piece in another video. Some folks base their applications around the difficulty of admission. Are you looking at applying to Yale, Harvard, or Columbia? On the flip side, are you not going to apply based on the percentage of acceptance? The reputation and prestige of the schools that you're applying to can also be a factor. Are you looking to apply to the best social work or medical schools in the country? Many people apply to graduate school based on the preparation that is needed. For example, do you need to have a certain degree or credentials before you apply? Do you have certain prerequisite courses that you need to take before you can attend? For example, you will often need certain math and science courses in order to go on to medical school. In today's age, the time it takes to get a graduate degree is also something important, especially if you set a timeline for yourself. How long will a degree take? A year, 2, or 3 years? It depends on the program and the required courses, obviously, but it will at least give you an idea of where you can expect to be over the course of the program. You can also look into the placement record of a school. Where do graduates end up? Do they get jobs? What's their story? This can show you the success of graduates of the programs you're looking into, and whether or not it would be a solid investment. In terms of faculty and academic interests, in graduate school, the focus is a bit different than what you will find in undergraduate programs. Graduate programs tend to focus more on specific research areas, and applicants to these programs are more likely to be accepted if their research interests match the interests of the faculty. That's not to say that you won't get in if you don't share the same interests, but it definitely will help your application if you are in line with them. Here are some different ways that you can gather information on the topics I just covered. Read institutional and departmental literature. You can request it from the admissions office if you're more of a tactile person. Alternatively, you can also investigate the school's website. You should be able to find the majority of the information you're looking for on the site. You can speak to faculty in the program, both at UMA and at schools of interest. You can gather valuable information and begin to develop your professional network, which in turn can help you find a job down the road. You can speak to current students in the program. They can give you the what it's really like to be in this program take on things. They will tend to tell you like it is, but also some ways to make it through the program you're looking to pursue. You can also speak to employers about your career path, because perhaps they may want a certain degree type or a certain number of credits in a certain area, but not necessarily a full degree. It's also important to attend graduate school fairs. This is your opportunity to talk with recruiters to get a feel for the schools and the programs you're looking into. The recruiters can also help you get connected to program faculty to answer more in-depth questions as needed. If you're planning on attending graduate school in a more traditional way, aka on campus, actually visiting the campus that you want to attend will allow you to get a feel for the campus and whether or not you can see yourself on campus. You can get a tour along the way too. You can also look to the media for information, but you may have to take what they say with a grain of salt because you never know what is real news and what isn't. You can obviously speak to admissions offices for general program information and about their admissions process. So for example, do they have application deadlines? If so, what are they? What materials do you need to send, etc. You can also look at national survey results such as the Princeton Review or internal surveys such as graduate career surveys. These surveys can let you know what degrees students received and where they will be able to land after graduation. Also, here are some websites that people have found helpful in their grad school search. Gradschools.com, Peterson's, and then there's the College Navigator, which is a website that will give you general information about schools in the U.S. and statistics about things such as campus security, enrollment, tuition rates, financial aid, etc.